weekend for all the right reasons, right? Like family and friends and fireworks and barbecues and all that. But an Alabama family will never see that holiday the same way. Last week, Deundray Cottrell, a doctoral student and a professional dancer in Atlanta, came to visit them in Birmingham, Alabama. He wanted to celebrate the 4th with his sister Angelica and her family. But during the fireworks, Deundray decided to duck back inside the house to check on the dog because, dogs are afraid of loud noises. That's not unusual. What was unusual, though, he didn't come back outside for a full hour. And that's when his sister says Deundray's boyfriend, Julian Morris, just calmly announced that Deundray had jumped out a window and...
First of all, this don't even sound right. This story, to begin with, it don't sound right. But let's finish this story, though.
Run off. So everybody else jumps into action, right? Begins searching, except that boyfriend. He didn't. He instead returned to the table to keep eating. So Deundray's sister says that boyfriend's behavior seemed so odd that she kicked him out. And then a few hours later, when he returned, she refused to let him back in. And then police found Deundray's clothing and his phone in the yard, and neighbors had a ring cam reportedly showing him running through the neighborhood and jumping a fence nearby. Sadly, on Saturday, police found Deundray's body. It was a block away and inside the shed of an abandoned house. His death has been ruled a homicide. And now that boyfriend, Julian Morris, has vanished. A search is now underway, and police are calling him, quote, a person of interest in Deundray's, quote, suspicious death. They're also offering a $5,000 reward for information on his whereabouts. And I'm joined now by Angelica.
That's some demonic stuff right there. I'm not going to even cap. Yeah, the sister come to you. She said, hey, man, where's my brother? Where Deundray at, man? Hey, I don't know where Deundray at, but don't worry. Let me just get back to this meal and, just finish eating up this 4th of July meal up, because we ain't going to worry about Deundray. He's straight. Meanwhile, he done murdered Deundray, headed back into the house, and kept it cool. And eating too? Nah, buddy, you got to go. You got to go, buddy.
Angelica Cottrell, Deundray's sister, and Tim Cottrell, Deundray's brother. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show. And first of all, my heart goes out to you with the loss that you've just been through. I can't imagine what you're going through. But then there's this added piece.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on the top, please. Now let's get back to it. Spook, appreciate that.
Of Deundray's boyfriend just running off and disappearing. Have you had any updates? And Angelica, I'll start with you. Have the police said anything to you about the case?
No updates as of yet. No, ma'am.
So it's such an odd sequence of events at the party, right? Julian just makes this weird announcement and then goes back to the table and starts eating. Was there something else about his behavior other than that glaring red flag that made you think maybe right away that he might have been involved in this?
It was really his sense of calmness, his lack of urgency, just the fact that he was so laid back and he didn't display any of the fear or anything that family members were displaying at that time. It was just nonchalant, calm.
My thing about it is I want to know how he killed the dude that fast. How did he kill Deundray so quickly? Almost like he's a professional assassin or something. You killed him. So she said they brought the dog into the house. And after they brought the dog into the house, that he just disappeared. How?
And nothing that he said made sense.
It didn't match the sequence of events as they were unfolding. It sounds that way. Anyway, Tim, as I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were asked to identify your brother's body. Did you see any visible injuries or marks or anything that would be part of this case or be a telltale about anything?
No, when viewing his body, there was nothing but a little dirt on his face from where he had been, but no physical bodily harm to him.
And the police haven't said anything to you? Like, have they given you a cause of death yet, or a suspected cause of death? Have they said they have a theory about how he died and how he ended up in the shed?
Yes, they say my brother was murdered by strangulation.
They've at least said that.
Yes, ma'am.
Did they go?
That's crazy. So you mean to tell me you got murdered by your what we gonna call this, by your associate male partner? Strangle. And not only did he strangle you, he threw your body in the shed. And right after he threw your body in the shed, what was it, a block or two down, he go back and eat dinner with your family. The killer goes back in with the family and finishes his meal. And y'all can't tell me that's demonic. Y'all can't tell me that's evil. They having dinner with the killer. Thank God the sister done, threw his ass out of here. Because she already knows something was fishy, but still, that's some sick, psychotic stuff right there.
Go any further? I mean, I know that they've said that Julian Morris is a person of interest, but did they go any further and suggest that they've discovered any other evidence? Do they seem baffled by the sequence of events?
They haven't gone any deeper with us as far as the case, but as far as just the entire events leading up to my brother's death, they were kind of taken back, and it kind of I seen a lot of police officers be emotional behind the missing of my brother.
And the ring cam shows him running through people's yards and jumping a fence. Did anything there make any sense? Like, was I missing a detail? Because that just seems sort of odd.
Nah, you almost like us. We just couldn't understand why he would be running or jumping fences. But later along the line, we kind of figured out why. And it just threw us in a loop.
So, Angelica, is this correct? I think I've seen or read something where you said that Julian Morris, who's now, wanted, right? They're saying he's a person of interest, this boyfriend, that he called your brother's phone nonstop until your brother's body was found. Did he ever talk to you guys? Did he ever call you guys and ask for an update?
No, ma'am. There was never a time that he called us for updates.
The thing about it too, now that I'm looking at his picture, this dude's picture, he already look crazy. You can see it in his eyes. Look at his picture. He look like that, I forgot that show off of Netflix. That dude that be going around killing all his ex-girlfriends or whatever. I forgot his name, but that's who he looked like. He looked like a psychotic serial killer. And you can see it in his eyes with that smirk.
It was more so us constantly reaching out to him, having questions about, Dee's last whereabouts, what was said before he supposedly jumped. We just had a lot of questions for Julian, but in the midst of those conversations, he revealed to me that he had put my brother in a house. So I feel like the conversations that we had were very, very detrimental to this case.
Well, it's just so incredibly confounding, and I want to, keep up with you both and listen if there's any updates. We want to continue covering this story, and certainly we want to help, to track down Julian Morris. Thank you, Angelica Cottrell and Tim Cottrell. I really appreciate you being.
And why they keep flashing the dude's pictures like that? They couldn't find any better pictures. They couldn't find any better pictures, the news people, to post up so the world can see. They've been posting up these same funky pictures the whole 9-minute clip. Come on, man. Y'all can't tarnish the man's legacy like that and make him go down like that. No. Man, rest in peace. What's his name? I don't forgot his name already, but rest in peace. Hopefully they find out the real killer, and if it's the boyfriend, may he serve his sentence. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with Spook today on this short little episode, but I had to show y'all what's going around the world, show y'all what's going around the states. Y'all take it easy. Have a blessed day. Deuces and salute.